I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, and I walk alone.
Alright, for the purposes of packing this hose load, we're going to talk about the two different ways that we've came up with to pack it for 221. And the reason there's two different ways instead of one and the same is to get the shoulder load to be always on the right side when you deploy it, instead of having to flop back and forth between left and right. All right, so you can see here we've got the simulated discharge on 221, and that's going to be important to orient yourself as to the hose beds on 221 are always with the discharge in the rear of the tray. So what we're going to pack this one for is what would be coming off of the officer's side. So the officer side is going to be reverse of the typical way that I've shown everyone in the past, so that we can keep that shoulder load on the right. So as I told everyone in the past, to load this effectively, you need to disconnect each 50-foot second. What Willie's going to do is he's going to measure out to fold over and then make the connection over top of the hose load once it's packed. So we'll only flush on this end, and then he just loops that over the front. Now remember, this would be starting at the front of the tray on 221 because the discharge is represented by that orange dot and that cup on there on the wall. So even though it's packing reverse, we're still going to refer to this as number one. And like I said, this is only for the Minuteman if it's being pulled off of the officer side of engine 221. So what they've done down here on the first one is they flat laid it in here and putting the dog ear on two, and then they've got the male end of that hanging out for us to use momentarily. Line number two is also going to be flat laid, and instead of measuring, it's going to come out about 2 feet on this end and let it hang off, and we'll get to that in a minute. They're going to flat lay it and put a dog ear on two on this one as well. Just with any hose load, the prettier it looks, the prettier it pull. So you can make all these flush and pretty. It's going to look good on the truck, but then it's also going to pull pretty. Pull slack back.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. So what we're going to do at this point is go ahead and connect number one and number two. So that's one less connection we're going to have to make at the end, because remember, we're going to start running out of space on 221 because you can't access it from the top like we can this. And as you see, we just took the female end that we had left over from number two and connected it to the male end from number one. So at this point, what they're doing is they're packing number three, which is the nozzle, just like we do the traditional Minuteman. And we're leaving a small dog ear on this end, not like a one, just to let you know where the nozzle is, just in case you do have to deploy this the opposite way of what it's designed to deploy, which with some training is perfect. The rest of them are going to go flush to the end of the box. Run a lot of the package and nozzle section, just like we can. The rest of them are going to finish. Send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that your blood has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, at this point, you're going to have a male coupling from 2 and a female coupling from 3 still left to connect over the windows to the heat. The only room you can make on this side is connected from the left to the 1. So he's going to start with number 2. Male coupling in first, which is different than the male coupling in first, and then measure that same thing. This side of it, instead of making a dog ear and 2, they're going to make a small pull and make it 1. So you can grab the bottom of the bundle and get that up on your shoulder without destroying the bundle. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins, oh, ooh, the blood in my veins, oh, ooh. They never did, ever live, ever live, flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down, it rained down like. You made me a believer, believer. The most important part of this whole video is making these final connections. So you're going to be left with a couple of couplings. So at number 4, you're going to have a female coupling, and you're going to have a male coupling. So the easiest thing to do is go ahead and make your connection with your male coupling from 4 to number 3. It should be right here. It should measure out pretty much in the center of this hose load, but of course that'll change based on how big your dog ears are and, you know, if you're all the way to the edge and stuff like that. So that connection's being made. And so now what we're going to do is create the horseshoe. And if any of you have trained with this with me, I've always pointed out to make sure you see the horseshoe at the end. That way you know you've done the hose load right with the connections. So what he's going to do is connect the male coupling from number 2 to the female coupling on number 4. And you'll see the horseshoe that I'm referring to in just a minute. You see that horseshoe right in the middle of the hose load from 2 to 4. And that pulls out right on top when you take that shoulder load. Now, last thing you're going to do with the officer load is go ahead and make your connection to the discharge. So this is why it's important to make sure you left yourself enough slack to make that connection, which we did in this point. We've pulled it several times. A lot of you are probably thinking it's going to hung up on the top of this, but it doesn't. It clears it just fine. It also gives us some protection, especially on the top hose bed on 221 for the levers from the pump panel. So that'll keep the hose from bouncing up and hitting it. So, like I said, this is only for the officer side. The driver's side will be a little bit different, very similar, but just a little bit different as far as making your connection and when you make that connection.
I see this life like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line, and my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel like, yeah, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars.
Side of the truck, this will be the driver's side of the truck. So we're packing this for the driver's side. And so it's going to be a little bit different because, like I said, we're trying to keep the shoulder load on the right side, right shoulder, just like the rest of our minute hands. So what we're going to do is start with the female coupling yet again, feet all the way through. We're going to measure back up to the coupling about 2 inches past the discharge. So even on that end, 2 inches past the discharge to give us our angle. We'll show you what to do with that in just a memento. Jody's going to start flat loading. Again, these are broken down into 50-foot sections. She's gonna make a dog ear on 2. Making his ends real nice and neat. She's making her ends real nice and neat. Looks pretty, it pulls pretty. Alright, she's left with the male end. On this one, she's just gonna kind of put it out of the way so it doesn't get in her way. Because we would be reaching through this hole, which is like kind of directly where I'm at. It'd be best to go ahead and make your connection to the discharge now so you have all the room to work with your hands. I'm just going to fold it over from underneath, over top. Remember the discharge on 51 swivel, so it won't be affixed to the wall like that. So it gives you a little bit ability to get it out of the way. But this one will go ahead and make that connection on top there. And that one's done. So now she's going to start packing 2. Again, female in first. And this one here is going to be exactly the same, pretty much from here all the way through, just as the other one was. The only difference is now is you're starting 1, 2, 3, and 4 from the discharge side of the hose bed to the outside instead of reverse. So the female end, if you roll all the way out, hung it about 2 foot out, again with the hose bed, flat loading it again, putting a dog ear on 2, just the same as the number 1. Packing it real nice and neat.
Waking up to
now you can see at this point, what you're going to be left with is a male coupling on 2, a male coupling on 1, a female coupling on 2. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and make our connection from our female coupling on 2 to a male coupling from 1. So this one can hang out until we get 3 and 4 pack. So at this point we connected the discharge coupling, the female from 1 to the discharge, and we connected the female from 2 to the middle from 1, so now 1 and 2 connected. Let's start with the nozzle, just like you do in traditional wood handle club. Feed through, and this is where I'll leave a small round finger. No dog in the back end, so let me know what nozzle you use, in case you want to go in here from the doing here is the nozzle up, keep it from horseshoeing and having issues with the tight quarters on that hose bed on 2.1 because it is kind of not so tall. Flat loading it all the way back. Now she's going to have a female coupling here to do something with it. For now, just go ahead and stick it inside and lay it on top and leave it. You can't make any more connections at this point until the very end. For number 4, we're going to start with the male coupling first. We're going to put the male coupling through. Plug it up there and hang it out about 2 feet. The rough end, take those out. The shoulder load to deploy it onto your shoulder without the hose bender falling apart. Now just to reiterate, this is for the driver's side of the truck. The officer's side of the truck, if we plan on pulling it from the officer's side, we need to watch the other video to make this connection to the discharge and learn how it's different. Like I said, the ultimate goal is to keep the shoulder load on the right shoulder. What's going to happen when she gets to the end, she's going to have all of her loads in the box. She's going to have a female coupling from 4, a female coupling from 3, and a male coupling from 4, and a male coupling from 2. Easiest thing to go ahead and do is make the connection from 3 to 4. So the male from 4 and the female from 3. And that's going to lay right on top, should be about dead center. Now the biggest step here is to go ahead and make the connection from 2, which is a male coupling, to 4, which is a female coupling, and that's going to give you that proverbial horseshoe that we're looking for to make sure that we haven't crossed anything up and can made the wrong connections. And everything should be pretty tight if you see that horseshoe right on top you got there. So give you a quick walk around. You got your shoulder load there. It should look very similar to what you're used to on the Minuteman on the trucks, except for this whole piece right here is a shoulder load. Both of these 50-foot sections, this is the proverbial bed section, which gives you your large dog ears to grab a hold of and deploy. Again, this is
driver's side only. The officer side is packed the opposite, so that you can get that shoulder loaded on your right shoulder when you pull it. And again, on this end, what we've done is left you a marker to know where the coupling is, so that when you pull it from the opposite side, you know where your nozzle is, you can shoulder load it.
Caught in the crossfire. He's caught in the crossfire, and I'm here waking up to the sun and the sound of birds.